bhavatu Sahanau bhunaktu Sahaviryam karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Boli Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Hara Hara Namah Parvati Pataye Hara Hara Mahadeva. Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. There's a very beautiful shloka in the Guru Gita, which is also sung as a bhajan on the Guru. Dhyana Moolam Guror Murti Puja Moolam Guror Padam Mantra Moolam Guror Vakyam Moksha Moolam Guror Kripa Nityam Shuddham Nirabhasam Nirakaram Niranjanam Nityabodham Chidanandam Gurur Brahma Namamyaham Dhyanamulam Gurur Murti. Hari Om. So we were looking into this text called Shri Guru Paduka Stotram. The worship of the Padukas of Guru, what does it confer to us in our life? In what way does it bless us? The whole stotra is the phalashruti, or the blessings that we get because we worship the Padukas of the Guru. We saw 4 verses yesterday. Let us look into the 5th verse today. Very beautiful shloka, very famous and very popular shloka, which you hear on the internet quite a bit. Nripali Mauli Vrajaratna Kanti Saridviraja Jashakanyakabhyam Nripatvadabhyam Natalokapantehe Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Nripali Mauli. Nripa Ali Mauli. The line Nripa Ali, like Deepavali. Nripa is the kings. Ali, to the line of kings. Mauli, their crowns, the crowns of those kings, which are all shining, which Ratna Kanti, red in color, they are shining with many gems and jewels, all of them, because all these kings, Sarit Viraja Jashakanya Kabhyam. So there is an ocean of kings who come to the Guru, the pair of feet, the sandals of the Guru. They bow down at the feet of the Guru with their crowns falling at the feet. With their head and the crowns, they bow down. The crowns are all shining. So they look like an ocean of jewels, ocean of gems and jewels. And in that ocean of jewels, Sarit Viraja Jashakanyakabhyam. Sarit Viraja. In water, these mermaids are sporting. Jasha is fish or the big variety of fish. Kanyaka is the fish women, the mermaids, which are mythical beings which are actually there in the oceans, maybe in the subtle form, and they are supposed to be conferring a lot of blessings. It is very rare to see mermaids. People have spoken about spotting mermaids. We might not have seen, but there are people who have seen. But even if something is not seen physically, mermaids are something there in the subtle form in other lokas, which are sporting in the ocean very playfully. These two padukas of the Guru, the padarakshas of the Guru, are like these two mermaids sporting in the waters of the ocean of the crowns of kings that are surrounding and giving their prostrations unto the padukas. It is a very beautiful, very poetic expression on the part of the Acharya who has written this shloka, Nrisimha Bharati, the 33rd Shankaracharya of Sringeri Pita, Abhinava Nrisimha Bharati, Sachidananda Shivabhinava Nrisimha Bharati Mahaswami, who is also called the Abhinava Shankara, because his life was very much like Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, and he also took up sannyasa at the age of 8, like Bhagavan Shankaracharya. So there is the ocean of crowns of kings around the padukas, and the padukas are sporting like mermaids. So what does it come to show? That all kings lay their crowns before the Guru and they seek his blessings, because running a kingdom, uneasy is the head that wears a crown, said William Shakespeare, I think in Richard II, the play. So the job of a king is very difficult. He has to constantly be alert, battling enemies, expanding the kingdom, gathering more finances in the treasury, and seeing to it that people in the kingdom are all functioning well and everybody is happy. And if there are any difficulties or any kind of misconduct, all that has to be set right. So many things the king has to do, and he is also living in constant fear inside as well as outside. So where do these kings go to get their guidance, to get their help and support? They go to the gurus. There are so many kings like Vasishtha, Vedavyasa, or so many of these masters who have all been guiding kings in the days of past and even in the recent years. And even now, there are whenever there is a doubt for a prime minister or a chief minister or a minister, many of them go to the gurus they know who can offer them guidance, because the gurus are the people who spend their time in contemplation. They see so many people around and they see the problems they face, and they have solutions to those problems. Or even if they cannot give solutions on their own, they also spend time worshipping and doing puja to different powers in this universe, and through them get the blessings for the king. So these kings are all surrounding the Guru, and the Guru's padukas are sporting like the mermaids in the waters of the diamond studded crowns around them, the ocean of them. Nripadvadabhyam, these padukas confer kingship, meaning just like the previous verse, Mukasya Vachas Patitam Hitabhyam, and also the people who are all very, very poor. Kadachid apyashu daridra natayayoho Shri Patitam samiyuhu. A person who is daridra varya, the best among, he has got a first prize in poverty. Such a person also can be changed into a Shripati or a wealthy person by the Padukas of the Guru. In the same way, if a king comes and surrenders to the Padukas of the Guru with a lot of love and devotion, then the Guru can confer. If an ordinary man surrenders, he can confer kingship on the person. So that is the capacity. If it is not kingship, it is leadership. Basically, Aishwarya, the quality of a leader. So Guru is greater than even God. In the Guru Gita, there's a very beautiful line. Shive Rishti Guru Strata Gurau Rushte Nakaschana. If Bhagavan Shiva is angry with a person, the Guru can intervene on behalf of that person and help that person. But if the Guru is upset, nobody can help that person. So that is the status that is given to the Guru. Saint Ekanatha, Bhagwan, this saint in Maharashtra, he says Brahman illumines everything, but the Guru illumines Brahman for us. The Guru is the one that shows the presence of Brahman through the Shastras. Guru is the creator. We know that shloka. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Saksha Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So this is the Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is Maheshwara, Guru is Sakshat Param Brahma. That supreme truth is the Guru. And such a Guru, to such Padukas of this Guru, I salute. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. The next verse. Three glories of the Guru Padukas are mentioned in this verse. What are they? What will they remove from us? They confer on us so many things. They confer on a kingship on people is the previous verse. But the Guru Padukas also remove something from us. What are they? Papa andhakararka paramparabhyam tapatrayahindra thageshwarabhyam jadyabdhi samshoshana vadavabhyam namo namah shri Guru Padukabhyam. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Papa Andhakara Arka Paramparabhyam. The Guru Padukas are like the suns, a row of suns, a big row of suns, S-U-N-S, sun, the Surya in the sky, Papa Andhakara Arka Parampara, which dispels the darkness of sins. All the sins that what is a sin? A sin is a disturbed state of mind, whether it is currently disturbed or the disturbances stored in future, or it is because of the disturbances of the actions done in the past that are causing disturbances in the future, and from the unconscious it may spring up anytime. We never know what kind of problems will spring up. Such kind of papa means ajnanam pati iti papa. What is a papa? Papa is a sin, that which protects our ignorance. Ignorance of what? Ignorance of who I am. When the ignorance of who I am is protected by some action, thought, word or feeling, that is called papa. Papa andhakara, the darkness of sin. The experience of papa is very difficult. The experience of papa can happen even when we are very happy, even when we are surrounded by very good situations. Everything is there for us and we don't have to worry about anything. The circumstances are very good. Still something will be affecting us and we will be in a very dull mood or a depressed mood or a very dejected mood. That is caused by, if there are no other reasons and if we are suffering, then that is because of the papa in the mind, or the sin in the mind. And what is the sin? Because of actions, thoughts, words, behaviors, attitudes, and beliefs that we hold. We do certain actions, we think certain thoughts, and we speak certain words. They have effects, they have results. The results are all stored in the form of imprints, and these imprints constantly keep giving the output of that experience of the contained in the imprint. That is the papa. And these imprints are all destroyed by the padukas, by worshipping with love the padukas of the Guru. Tapatraya Ahindra Khageshwarabhyam. Tapatraya Ahindra, the king of snakes. What are the snakes? Tapatraya, Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, Adhyatmika. Adi Bhautika means the sins that are the tapa, or the difficulties, or the problems that we have, caused by people around us, people or other living beings around us. It can be mosquitoes, it can be ants, it can be lizards, it can be snakes, it can be mm, flies, it can be animals, tiger, lion, or elephants, or even dogs, cats. It can be other human beings also. Any living form that causes us difficulties, because of which we are facing, that is Adi Bhautika. Adi Daivika is the difficulties that are caused by unknown events in the planet, like wind, excess winds, excess rainfall, where now Chennai is getting, there's a red alert in Chennai. First it was orange alert. Now they say it's a red alert, where everybody is preparing for heavy rains. So this is a Adi Daivika Tapa. And drought, famine conditions, heavy rains, volcanoes, or landslides. These are all Adi Daivika tapas. Tapa means tapati, something that is burning us within, something that is giving so much of difficulty to us is a tapa. And then you have Adhyatmika tapa, because of our own physical condition, because of our own mind, because of our own actions and words, we face many difficult situations in life. That is Adhyatmika tapa. All these three difficulties are removed by the worship of the padukas of the Guru. Tapatraya Hindra. How does it remove? These are all Ahi Indra, so the king of snakes, and Khageshwarabhyam, the sky king. Which is the sky king? Is Garuda. Garuda's food is snakes, because Garuda has been given that blessing by his father Kashyapa. He goes to his father, Father, I am very hungry. You please do something about my food. Then he says, may you be the eater of snakes, because there were many snakes to be killed. It's in the story in the Mahabharata. Many snakes were to be killed, and so Garuda becomes the eater of snakes. So snake and Garuda are natural enemies. Tapatraya Ahindra Khageshwarabhyam. For all these snakes of our tapas, which are all festering inside the mind, the king bird Garuda of consciousness is just swooping down and pulling out all those. What are these snakes that we face? The Adhyatmika tapa is so many, like procrastination, anger, jealousy, dullness, depression, all the negative patterns in us that become so strong that we do not have, they have power over us, and we are not able to master them or control them. These are all called the snakes inside us. And these snakes are all removed by the bird of the sky, the king of the sky, Garuda, which is also consciousness in the case of the padukas of the Guru. That power of that consciousness removes, we cast our, what happens when consciousness is applied on these negative patterns. We are first aware of them. We stop denying that they are there. We begin to accept them. we accept that they're dead and they cannot wield any power over us, first of all, and then we express our will over it, and we take it up, bring it out, and offer it to the divine, and surrender it to the divine. And the divine, in the form of consciousness, lifts those sins away from us, lifts those patterns away from us. Tapatraya hindra khageshwarabhyam. And then what does the Guru Paduka do? Jadyabdhi samshoshanavad vabhyam. Jadyabdhi samshoshana. Vadava Agni, this oceanic fire, where ocean thermal energy is generated because there is heat in the ocean. There are fires that burn in the deep ocean also. That's called Vadava Agni. And what does this Padukas do? Jadya Abdhi, the ocean of ignorance, the ocean of tamas, the ocean of indolence, the ocean of everything related to inertia. The inertia and all its problems are like an ocean. They are all sandbags that weigh the mind, keep the mind unable to do anything in life, unable to progress in life, in whether we want to take up dharma, whether we want to take up artha or earning money. Dharma is taking up our responsibilities, doing what we have to do, taking care of our duties, building good qualities. Dharma, artha is earning wealth, seeking wealth, and successfully earning and gathering and saving. Kama, fulfilling our own desires and the desires for others in our family. And moksha, walking the path of liberation. These are the four things that we may do in our life if we want glory, if we want to live a glorious life. These are the four paths that are charted out by the Vedas. And this Jadya Abdhi, the ocean of ignorance of who I am, I don't know who I am, is the biggest sandbag or biggest anchor in that ocean, which keeps us locked from moving anywhere. So Jadyabdhi Samshoshana. This ocean fire of the Guru Padukas simply dries up the tamas in our mind. The more and more we worship the Guru, more and more we serve the Guru, more and more we lovingly prostrate before the Padukas of the Guru, our Jadya Abdhi, this can be the experience of many a disciple who have been caught in so many kind of negative addictions and habits and very, very tamasic situations. They have been pulled out by the grace of the Guru, by the love of the Guru for the disciple, and worshipping of the Padukas can make a new person out of them. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. To those Padukas that lift the person out of the ocean of tamas, burn the ocean, burn the waters of the ocean. And how much of power is required, how much of energy is required to burn the waters of an ocean. The waters of this ocean of tamas is burnt by the Padukas of the Guru. Vadava Agni, very, very beautiful. So what are all the problems that are there because of this tamas? Jadata means even in attitudinal problems. Like, who are you to tell me? I will do what I want. Is a unrelenting attitude, which is a very problematic thing for that individual, not for others. People will just come in our lives. They will try to help us. If we don't want to listen, then they could not care more, and then they will move on. But the Guru is not like that. The Guru will stay with us and try to lift us out because he knows that the attitude is not correct. And then you have pramada. Pramada is a kind of laziness or lackadaisical attitude in trying to ignore what we have to do. Like a student's pramada is not studying. A sadhaka's pramada is not doing the japa for that day, not doing the puja, not taking up the exercise, not working out our vasanas can be our pramada. Not putting much belief and trust that the Shastras have provided these kind of sadhanas to do in our life, and not doing all that is pramada. Alasya. Alasya is kind of a laziness, a dullness. And then you have sthana, sthana. Sthana is a laziness of the mind. All these are all taken away by the padukas of the Guru. The next one is very, very beautiful. What can the padukas confer upon that individual? Three more glories are here. Shamadhi Shakka Pradavai Bhavabhyam Samadhidana Vratadikshitabhyam Ramadhavangris Sthira Bhaktidabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Shamadhi Shatka Prada Vaibhavabhyam. The Guru Padukas are a Vaibhava. They are a celebration. The presence of Guru Padukas in our house is in our house, or in our, if we are present in the presence of the Guru Padukas, that place becomes a celebration, Vaibhava, which, what does it give? It gives us Shamadhi, Shatka, 6 wells, Shama, Adi. In Vedanta, there is something called Sadhana Chatushtaya. If I want to know who I am, then the Sadhana Chatushtaya is like the dial on my car. The dial will show whether the air pressure is okay, if there is enough fuel in the car, if the windows are all safely secured, the seat belt is on, how is the air pressure, and anything else, whatever is outside, the screen, the wind wiper, if all the controls are there in the dial. And when we see the dial, we know if everything is okay with the car. A general understanding is there. In the same way, the dial for a sadhaka is the sadhana chatushtaya. Viveka, Vairagya, that is also coming next. Now here, this is only the Shamadhi Shatka Sampattihi. In the sadhana chatushtaya, Viveka, Vairagya, then you have the 6 qualities, Sampatti or wealth, Shama Adi Shatka Sampattihi, then Mumukshutva. Viveka is to discriminate between or distinguish between who am I and what I am not. So what is life and what is not life? This distinguishing is Viveka. Vairagya is holding on to what is I, what is life, what is consciousness, and giving up our attention towards everything else, so that we attain success in life. Viveka and Vairagya. Then you have the third one is Mumukshu, fourth one is Mumukshutva, an intense desire for liberation. In this verse, the third one is being described. Shama Adi Shatka Sampattihi. What are they? There are 6. Shatka is 6. Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam. Shama is calmness of mind, quietude of mind, because no desires are arising in the mind that can push the mind to go outward, to move outward. That is Shama. If I have desire for something, if I watch a desire in my mind, just bringing the desire down. If I watch a desire, I want to eat chocolate cake. The thought arises in my mind. I just allow the thought to go. I don't pay attention to the thought. I don't suppress the thought. I don't express the thought. I just don't pay attention to the thought, and the thought leaves. So this is called Shama. The mind is very calm. The next one is, if I'm not able to quieten the thought or allow the thought to go, the next one is Dhamma, controlling the sense organs of perception and action. The eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin for whatever sense pleasure we want to. Appropriate sense organ of action is used to control them. And then the mouth, the organ of speech, hands, legs, the organ of reproduction, and the organ of excretion. These are the 10 sense organs. Controlling them is dhamma. And if we are able to do these, the mind is quiet. And then the third one is uparati, bringing the quietened mind to focus on something which we have to do, the work at hand, our swadharma or our duty, uparati. Then you have titiksha. When we are focusing on something, that is a time when many disturbances which are in the unconscious will rise up. Like we just sit down quietly to do some concentrated work, mosquitoes will start biting, something will start scratching, the nose will itch, or some problem will be there. Not going after every problem and trying to solve it after we sit down for meditation or study, but just putting up with those pinpricks. It can be even people who are wanting to disturb us. So many actions we would have done in the past of speaking certain things and doing certain things that might have disturbed somebody. And only when we are quiet, those people will come. Only on the day when you say, you might even put it on your WhatsApp status, today I am on Mauna. And only on that day, the angry person who was avoiding you will come and call you and talk to you on that day. So when these kind of difficulties come, putting up with them is called titiksha. It is another quality that that will help us keep the mind on the path of liberation. And then you have shraddha. Shraddha is the cultivating that faith and the ability in the words of the Guru and the Vedanta and the Upanishads, so that the mind has the capacity to withstand the truth and bear the truth, that satya, that consciousness. Even when we say people don't like when truth is told to them, or even when they believe that there is some truth in what we say, then also they get very defensive. Why do they get defensive? Because the mind has not cultivated the ability to bear the truth, to withstand the truth. So that is shraddha. And then you have samadhanam. Samyak adhiyate manaha iti samadhihi. Samadhanam is a mind that is very quiet and established in the self or consciousness. That is samadhanam. So these 6 qualities are given in a very celebratory manner when we worship the feet of the Guru, the Padukas of the Guru. Then what else do the Guru's Padukas confer on us? Samadhidana vratadikshitabhyam. The Guru's Padukas may seem inert objects. The Padukas are the footwear that the Guru wears. It is inert, it is lifeless, but it has the power of consciousness. It has the blessing of the Guru. And so the Padukas take up this vrata dikshitabhyam. It takes up the diksha that whoever worships me, I will confer samadhi on them. I will make their mind calm. I will make their mind quiet. I will make them peaceful. So this is the vrata. This is the vow that the Padukas have taken. So those Padukas which have taken the vow of conferring this state of samadhi on the one who worships it. Then, what else does the Paduka do? Ramadhavangri sthira bhakti dabhyam. Ramadhavangri. Ramadhavangri. At the feet of Ramayaha patihi. Ramayaha madhavaha. Ramayaha dhava is Lord Vishnu. At the feet of Lord Vishnu, we get unswerving devotion. Unswerving devotion means the mind can either be in samadhi, very quiet, or if it is not able to be in samadhi, it can be in the state of Ishvara Pranidhana, surrendering to one great source of power, of energy, which can give us that kind of a strength and support, holding on to something with devotion. That kind of a devotion at the feet of Vishnu, Bhagavan Vishnu, these Guru Padukas will confer. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. How beautiful the power of the Padukas. And then you have Samadhi Shatka Pradavaibhavabhyam, Shamadhi Shatka Pradavaibhavabhyam, Samadhi Dana. Then Svarcha Paranam. Have I left some verse in between? Shama Viveka Vairag. One verse seems to have Papandakara Nrupali Mauli Papandakararka Svarcha. Yeah. Oh, there are 9 verses. Sam Shamadhi Shatka Pradavai Bhavabhyam Samadhidana Vratadikshitabhyam. Correct. Svarcha Paranam Akileshtadabhyam Swaha Sahayaksha Dhurandharabhyam Swantaksha Bhava Pradapujanabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Svarcha Paranam. Svarcha Paranam. To that which grant all that is desired by those intent upon the worship of the self. People who are meditating on the self. Svarcha Paranam. Whoever is meditating on the Atman, on the self. Akhila Ishtadabhyam. To those people, whatever they really wishes will come because of the Guru Padukas. When they worship the Guru and they are all seekers of the self, and whatever are their real intense desires will come to them. Swaha Sahayaksha Dhurandharabhyam. Dhurandhara is a weight bearer, like the Bharavahana, big tractor trailers are there, big machines are there. They bear heavy weights. Like that, Swaha Sahaya Aksha Dhurandharabhyam. This Guru Padukas bear the load or weight of Swaha Sahaya Aksha. The one who is helped by Swaha is Agni Deva or Lord Shiva. The third eye of Lord Shiva is of Agni. The first eye is of Surya. The other eye, the left eye is Chandra. And the third eye is of Agni Bhagavan. Swaha Sahayaksha Dhurandharabhyam. So this Lord Shiva is being borne by the Padukas of the Guru. So when we worship the Guru's Padukas, we are worshipping Lord Shiva, who is none other than consciousness and the power of that consciousness. So this Dhurandhara, the donkey or the bullock or any beast of burden is also called Dhurandhara. Like that, these Padukas are bearing the great Lord Shiva, and when we worship the Padukas, we get all the blessings from Sakshat Bhagavan Shiva himself. And here, Lord Shiva refers to Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya because this is praise of Padukas of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, written by the Shankaracharya in that parampara of Shrinkeri. And so this Lord Shiva's avatar is only Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. He is like Bhagavan Dakshinamurti is a Mauna avatara of Lord Shiva. He did not speak. Maunavya kya prakatita para Brahma tattvam yuvanam Varshishchante vasadrishi ganai Avrutam Brahmanishthai Acharyendram Karakalita Chinmudramananda Rupam Swatma Ramam Muditavadanam Dakshinamurti Mide. He had 4 students, and to those 4 students who were very old, this Dakshinamurti, who was very young, he did not speak anything. He just showed in Mauna. Chinmudra, he showed in silence. But Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, he spoke and spoke and spoke. Everywhere he spoke, he conducted debates, he wrote a lot, he taught a lot, he wrote so many shlokas, and he wrote the bhashyas for many texts, including Lalita Sahasranama, Vishnu Sahasranama, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutras, and he established Advaita Vedanta over 72 Durmata, all the different religions all over the country which were propagating wrong thoughts and wrong ideals were all conquered by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya through his speech. And so that is Lord Shiva, who came as a great speaker, an eloquent speaker. Swaha Swaha Sahayaksha Dhurandarabhyam. The Padukas bear the power of Lord Shiva, who is Lord Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, who is none other than Lord Shiva. Swantaksha Bhava Prada. Aksha means Su Aksha is Swachha. We have Swachha Bharat Abhiyan, and even there is a gas stove of a company called Swachha. Swachha means clean. Swachha means Swachha is a mirror, is clean mirror, floor is Swachha, or the mind is Swachha. Swanta Acha Swanta, in one's own self, the mind is very clean. The mind is very clear. How do we know the mind is very clean? When there are no thought agitations in the mind. There is only one thought, there is only one focus on some work that we are doing, or we are very quiet, we are in meditation. And even when people speak to us, when they may trigger us, even in those conditions, when we don't express with anger, when we don't express with agitation, then the mind is a clean mind. Clean mind is basically the intention in the mind is very pure, a very noble intention, and whatever is the intention that they speak and do, then the mind is clean and pure. Swantacha Bhava Prada, this Pujanabhyam, the one who worships the Padukas of the Guru, he confers purity of mind, purity of intention in us. So the Guru Padukas bless us with that purity. Kamadi Sarpa Vrajagarudabhyam Viveka Vairagya Nidhi Pradabhyam Bodha Pradabhyam Dhritamokshadabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Kamadi Sarpa Vraja Garudabhyam. Kama, Krodha, this Sarpa and Vraja are Sarpa and Garuda are coming the second time in this. Kama is desire, intense desire for gaining objects from the world. Krodha is anger. When the Kama is disrupted, then there is Krodha. Then Lobha is when the Kama is fulfilled, there is greed, that we want more and more. Krodha, Lobha. Then you have Moha, when the Kama is fulfilled and there is Krodha and you want more and more, it hides our vision. When there is a lot of Krodha also, there will be Moha. The mind will be deluded with many, many thoughts that will not help us to see clearly. Then you have Mada, is arrogance. When too much of enjoyment is there in life, when we have a lot, when we are blessed with a lot, and we do not use it in the right manner, when we do not give gratitude for what we have, We think that it is coming to us because of our own glory and our greatness. It causes mother or arrogance. These are all snakes in our personality, and these snakes will be constantly agitating. They will be moving about in the mind all the time and causing agitation and wanting more and more and spewing their poison into our mind. Then you have matsarya is jealousy. How much ever another person is, how much ever we may have, we always compare ourselves to the other person and feel that we don't have enough. Like irsha, thinking about how other person has grown, we are not able to grow that much. Matsarya is how much the other person has, I don't have that much. Jealousy. These qualities are all the snakes in us. Kama, the sarpa, these snakes. Sarpa, vrajagarudabhyam, sarpa vraja. These snakes that move in us, garudabhyam, they pull out these snakes and the Garuda, that bird of the consciousness, the Guru Padukas, pull out these snakes, which are all spoiling our personality, spoiling our mind, and disturbing our mind. And pulling out and then giving what? They give us, they give Viveka Vairagya Nidhi Pradabhyam. The Padukas of the Guru give us Viveka, or the ability to distinguish between who am I and what is not I. And Vairagya is, once I know who am I and what is not I, the knowledge. Vairagya is that power to stay away from what is not I and to focus on the self. That is Vairagya. And this is a Nidhi. This is a great treasure because it is a sadhana chatushtaya. When we have this treasure only, we will be able to um, we will be able to focus on the path of self realization. And then what does the Guru do? The Padukas of the Guru, Bodha Pradabhyam, Dhrutamokshadabhyam. The Padukas of the Guru gives Bodha. They give knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of consciousness, knowledge of awareness, knowledge of who I am. And only with that knowledge, only when that knowledge has been gained, in this birth, when we are living, when that knowledge of who I am is gained, only then can there be moksha or liberation. Until I know who I am, I will always be coming back to this world of change of name and form, transmigration of birth and death, samsara, drita, mokshadabhyam. So, to that padukas of the Guru, which give me the knowledge of who I am, to that padukas of the Guru, which pulls away, like the Garuda, pulls away the snakes of um, all unwanted demons within me, like Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, and the Padukas of the Guru that bestow me with Viveka and Vairagya. Viveka is intelligent thinking of who am I and what is not I, and Vairagya is holding on to that thought, holding on to that knowledge of who am I, and not paying any attention or letting go the other thoughts which are all not I, which need not be served. So these shlokas, here Pujya Guruji, he very beautifully he ends this with my humble prostrations to Shri Sachidananda Shiva Abhinava Nrasimha Bharati Mahaswami, who gave us this beautiful hymn. Prostrations again and again to the entire lineage of the Gurus, especially Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankaracharya and Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda. May they bless us always and in all ways. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. Guru Hari Guru Brahma Gurave Sakshat Parabrahma Jaya 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 Jagat Guru Jagadidam Akhilam तव रूपम् जय 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 हर 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 शिव 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 जगद्गुरु जगद्गुरु हे चिन्मय गुरु चिन्मय गुरु हे जगद्गुरु गुरु हरि गुरु ब्रह्मा। बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। हरि ओम।